from the home of the Rays, Tropicana Field in St. Petersburg, Florida. Today, a matchup of AL East rivals between the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Rays. The Yankees enter the day with their winning streak at 10 games. They'll try to extend it next. Zach Davies will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Now the first pitch. Kevin Vizcaíno is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Hey, Matty V, you know what, D-Row, this could be a long summer right now. You can't win a division in May, but you certainly can play yourself out of a division in May, and they need to turn things around in a big way right now.
Yeah, the way this team has played the early parts of this season, we find ourselves in May, but you know what? You can't help but look at the 25-man roster they're putting forth and notice to yourself that, hey, a lot of these guys might not be here if they don't get this turned around.
So he gets the swinging strikeout on the changeup. Kevin Vizcaíno is retired to kick off the inning. So now to the plate, Kyle Higashioka, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Sent on the ground out to second. He's got it. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Batting third, the center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
So the bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. Yankees nothing. Tampa Bay coming up. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Jordan Montgomery gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, it's not easy to bunch anything together against this guy. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of under 1.10. So we may see some hit and run, we may see some bunting, and we may see some running, because if you want to lay around and try to get hits off this guy, that's not the right thing to do. One of the top pitchers in the game right now.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And they can't run it down.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
And he got him.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Well, this Yankee ball club entering play this afternoon here, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. This is on the ground over to first. Fielded cleanly, and there's out number 2.
Batting third, not shortstop, Willie Adames.
And now here is Willie Adames, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Looking up is Hicks. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. 4th home run for him on the season as the Rays move out on top 1-0.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
That brings up Wander Franco.
Batting fourth.
As he'll take a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Grounded up the first baseline. Reined in. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rays tack on one more thanks to the solo home run. Second inning coming up, and Tampa Bay's off. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First delivery to him. Grounder down the line at third. Scooped up. Throw is in time for the first out of the second. And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 0-1, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Adames is there for it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting sixth.
Into the box, Bobby Bradley. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Now here's the first offering.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Yeah, if he's going to pound the zone with this stuff all game, the offense better step up. Somebody's going to have to pull a trigger a little bit earlier in the count.
To 1-2 now. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Phillips looks up, and it's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 3rd home run for him on the year, and the Yankees have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
You know, D-Row, you're not afforded as many mistakes when you're not throwing that ball in the 90s or above, and this guy needs to be real fine with his location.
You know, Dan, that's just a great swing by that hitter right there, because when you see low velocity, a guy out on the mound that's not going to blow the heater by you, maybe sometimes you expand the zone. Not the case right there. He set him up. He wanted something over the heart of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as the bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the rookie outfielder, Cole Roederer. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Montgomery has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk, a dive, and oh, he can't hang on. Here's the 0-2. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter. It's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Into the box, Tyler Callahan. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And he misses with it, 1-1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch, 2 away.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
0-1 the count. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays. Through 2, we're tied 1 apiece. Now it'll be Andrew Velasquez, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 1-0 the count. Now here's the pitch. 2-0 now. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. He's right there. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Here's Joey Gallo now. Head-to-head numbers against Zach Davies. He's 1 for 4. Here's the first pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah.
Hit pretty well out to deep left field. And, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall.
Man, they already hit 1 home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
Stepping in now, Kevin Vizcaino, as he'll get out ahead of a changeup and swing through it for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
I think that's one of the toughest calls for an umpire to make. The check swing appeal, hitters rarely feel like they went. I think he likes getting rung up there by the first base umpire, but looking at it, it's hard to say for sure that he didn't go around.
Comes set, the 0-1.
This right-handed pitcher, his bread and butter is that 2-seamer, and he loves to throw it inside.
The set and the 1-1. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Count even at 2-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Roederer is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. 1 left for the Yankees. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Now to the plate, here is Alex Avila. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
A bouncer up the middle. He's got it. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Stepping in next, Sandy Leon, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here.
Hey, swinging from the right side against left-handed pitching has been an area of concern for this guy so far this season. And his numbers aren't very pretty in those matchups.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle-of-the-order power guy.
1 out, nobody on. Taking all the way, and that's what you call a plausible strike there. It's 3-1 now.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. So the bases are empty with 2 gone now, and digging in next will be Joey Wendell. First delivery to him.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. We've played 3 full. We're tied at 1. Now into the box, Aaron Hicks. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter. And instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Roederer is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The batter, the left fielder,
Giancarlo Stanton now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is at the knees and called strike 3. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3 on to the bottom of the 4th. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And that'll bring up the versatile center fielder, Manuel Margot. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Hit to third. Right to him. Throw on to first in time, one away. Now one down with the bases empty. And up next will be Willy Adames.
Well, Matty, we know he's got the timing on the fastball locked in. That's what he got a hold of on that home run in the previous at-bat. You do not have to be leery of the off-speed, but stay on the fastball. He's got to throw it again.
Wander Franco is at the plate as he watches ball one.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So we'll go a little deeper into the bottom of the fourth as that extends the inning.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
Struck out in his first at-bat. Runner goes for second. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
And that misses up and in, 3-1. And the good fastball there finds the zone as the count goes full now, 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Rays strand just the one. Fifth inning coming up, tied at 1. All ready to go in the top of the fifth. And here comes the first baseman, Bobby Bradley.
He on that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball, not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there, made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Full count still. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Stepping in once again is Andrew Velasquez, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order, and
now, meanwhile, this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
So that brings up the big bat of Joey Gallo, as a good changeup will get him to commit too early, and it's strike one.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
In there, strike two. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. One there on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come in to score from third.
Hey, bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Into the box now, Kevin Vizcaíno, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. Breaking ups right in the chute for a strike.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Soft liner to the right side, but an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the Yankees. At the plate now is Tyler Callahan. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
1-1 to count. Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th, with a punch out, 1 away.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Brett Phillips will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Alex Avila.
At the plate now, Alex Avila. And it's grounded just foul down the line. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, Matty, he's had these guys on the proverbial rocking horse all night, changing speeds, hitting every...
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays. Our score remains. Top half of the sixth about to get started, and next to hit is the catcher, Kyle Higashioka. He swings, and it's a line drive to left center, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1-for-3 game so far.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, Aaron Hicks.
In now, Aaron Hicks, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Roederer is there, and he'll bring this one in. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Phillips is over near the line now as he makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Digging in next, Giancarlo Stanton. No hits to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Just off the outside that time. Laid off for a ball. Chopper to short. Adames brings it in. And behind the back, he gets his man at second to retire the... So now here is Sandy Leon. He'll start things out in the sixth for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, let's see if he can work a walk, maybe a knock, ground ball with eyes, something. Catch a gap to get this offense going. 2 hits as a team can start demoralizing your confidence. But if he can get on, start some traffic in motion, we might have something.
And he misses low with it, 2-0. Two and 1 the count. And he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Fouled off. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
This one's down to third. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Joey Wendell. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes.
Nope. 1-0.
Pulled toward right center field. Heading after it is Judge. He gets there, and that's the second out. And that'll bring
13. Hadwell.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
At the plate, Willie Adames, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
From the stretch, a ball and 2 strikes. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge is on his horse. He's got it as the tying run is left on base. Rays strand just the one. They still trail it here 2-1.
Saving you a cleaner house. Do you think that's just...
Cody Stashak is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Seventh inning ready to roll, and next to
First baseman, Bobby Bradley.
And now a pitch on the way as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. 0-1. Here it comes. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball 1. Now a swing and a ball foul tipped at the plate, and oh boy, that got the home plate umpire right in the arm too. Here's the 1-2 delivery, and this is lined into left field, and the leadoff man will reach. It's a base hit.
Well, I think it's safe to say the ice is melted on this guy. He had been cold coming into this game, but that being his third knock, I guarantee you my man's smiling on the inside.
So now to the plate, and they'll run him down and tag him out between first and second. A double play.
Now batting. 70.
Now at the plate, Andrew Velasquez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. And now the first pitch.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
High in the air out to center field. Margot's under it. And that's the third out. Down in order go the Yankees. They lead it 2-1. David Robertson will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Last half of the 7th here, and digging in is the DH, the switch hitter, Wander Franco.
No, you're only down 1 right here, but the exploding stuff that's coming out of the back end of a lot of teams' bullpens. I mean, just north of 95 plus, stuff diving all over the plate. It's gotten a lot tougher to scratch across runs against these teams' bullpens.
Cole Roederer is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Judge is under it. 2 gone. Next to hit is Tyler Callahan. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Rays go in order 1, 2, 3. They're down 2-1.
Everybody wanna come, I'm announcing it. I'm always
Colin McHugh has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit sharply on the ground. And this is going to find its way into right for a base hit. And the leadoff man's on to start the 8th. Into the box, Kevin Vizcaíno, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The 0-1 delivery. And this one's in the dirt. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. The 1-1 home. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be 2? To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Into the box now, Kyle Higashioka. Weak grounder down, and that is off the first base bag. And he'll reach first safely.
The batter.
Now at the plate is Aaron Hicks. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, and you don't want to be selfish, Matty.
Hot shot to first base and a great play to end the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Zach Britton is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Stepping up is Brett Phillips. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
You know what, Matty? I think it's so tough for a lefty to stay tucked on that slider, to keep his front shoulder in and be able to recognize it and not get beat with the fastball.
He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
This has not been a weekend to remember for him. He's just been completely lost at the plate, flailing all over the place. Now that's his 6th strikeout of the series. They've really got him figured out.
Alex Avila is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. And he'll pull into second with 1 away. Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but there he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of roll they could get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
The 1-0 home. High and deep down the left field line. Is just going to wind up being a foul ball.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter calls that one off.
A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. That's a big at-bat from the bottom of the order.
Yeah, Matty right there. Worked himself into a nice situation. Got on base right there. Now first and third. Rolls the lineup over. Top of the order is licking his chops.
Joey Wendell comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
That evens it up 1-1. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer.
So he got him swinging. Joey Wendell becomes out number 2 this inning. Ready now is Manuel Margot. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
And the runner's coming home. Runs up and gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
Now batting, shortstop, Willie Adames.
At the plate now, Willie Adames. Turned on down the line. This is foul for the first strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Another one sent foul. Leone over at second. Margot on at first with 2 down. Fouled away. He got him, and the go-ahead run will be left stranded at second base. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. We're back to Sunday afternoon. New inning set to get. Here's the first pitch to him. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. The windup and the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Hey, I noticed pitcher's getting ahead right here. He's got the hitter down 0-2, but to this guy in the box, might want to just live on the corners a little bit more. You keep missing down the middle. Something's not coming back.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Aaron Judge is retired to kick off the 9th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swinging a soft liner. And that's the second out. Next to hit, Bobby Bradley. First pitch on the way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Bounced on the ground and right at the shifted infielders. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. And this game is still tied. Nestor Cortes Jr. comes on to work on the mound, hoping to send this one into extra innings. Striding forward now is the DH, Wander Franco. He'll lead things off here as we play the bottom of the 9th. No balls and a strike to count. 0-1, here's the pitch. To the left side, but it's well foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. Reined in. And that's the first out. So now into the box is Cole Roederer. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now a ball lined to the left side. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Big miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count. 0-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Tyler Callahan is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now, 0-2.
He knows full well he's sitting on a hat trick right here. All he's trying to do is avoid the golden sombrero.
Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Even though that wasn't a fastball, it's never fun seeing a pitch come right at your head. Your first thing is to dive out of the way. It's not to see if you could see the stitching of a slider and decipher.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Down in order go the Rays. Score remains 2-2. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Gio Urshela. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Adames scoops it up. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th. Outstanding range on display that time, and here's the data from ShowTrack. I didn't think he was going to get to that one, but he did, and then to complete the play, he made a fantastic throw right on the money. That batter's got to feel like he got robbed on that ball. On to first, and it's a very quick start to the 10th. Already 2 away here. So next to bat will be Joey Gallo. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. First delivery to him. Ball 1. There's a bouncer foul to the left of the plate. 1-1.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Lifted the other way to left center. Roederer is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. Nothing doing here this half. So 1-0 win it here. Ready for the bottom of the 10th here. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Brett Phillips. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Next, it'll be Alex Avila. He doubled his last time up.
Avila.
Ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Pitch on its way to Avila.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Gotta find a way to keep his hands back.
And that one yanked just foul. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Alex Avila becomes out number 2 this inning. In now, Sandy Leon. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Into the wind, the 0-1. Here's a swing and a shot back up the middle. And a knock for him this time. He's 2-for-4 for the game. And the possible winning run is into second base. He's got a 2-out double. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
Throw on to first, and we are going to the 11th inning. So they can't make anything out of the two-out double. Jay Spry takes the mound to start the 11th inning. First pitch of the AB on its way towards second. And this will be put away easily for the out.
Up
Next, here is Kyle Higashioka. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. First offering on its way. Lifted into center field. Margot is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Next for New York, Aaron Hicks. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, and off the bat, he had to think he had extended his hitting streak. Luckily, he has another chance to keep it going right here.
And this is going to get down for what should be extra bases, and there's your potential go-ahead run. The relay, and he is out at third base, trying to move up as a possible go-ahead run, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. To the plate now, Manuel Margot. As he sends it on the ground to first. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Next, it'll be Willie Adames, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play. Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be.
Albert Abreu enters to make an appearance on the mound as he inherits a runner at first with 1 out in the inning. So now to the plate, Wander Franco. That's a strike to throw down. And this is fired right into center field. Possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. Now a wave and a miss. Looked like the slider there.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
On to first, and that'll mean a 12th inning is in order as this inning is over. 1 left for Tampa. Greg Jones will stay in the ballgame as a new shortstop. On to the 12th frame in this one, and that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge. First delivery to him. And not the greatest of starts to the at-bat as he reaches for 1 out of the zone for strike 1. Barely able to make contact, down 0-2 now. Grounded back up the middle. Oh, look at the sliding stop in time.
Wow, what a great show of range there. This ball looked like it might get through up the middle, but check out the sliding stop, and that's going to take him right into a good throwing position where he's able to get enough on the throw to get him out at first.
Drilled on the ground to short, and into left field for a 1-out hit.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Into the box, Bobby Bradley. And it's fouled away. There's one away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. In the dirt here. But it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-2 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Margot on his horse. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Now to the plate, Gio Urshela. There are two gone and the possible go-ahead run at first. Here's the first pitch. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya! It's a two-run shot to straightaway left as they've taken a two-run lead.
And with one swing of the bat, they got the lead here in extra innings. That's always the fear, right? You get into extra innings, Dan, and everybody forgets how to play baseball, and we're all just trying to create a home run derby. But that was a heck of a swing to give his team the lead.
It sure was, D-Roll. Now they're going to need the pitching staff to buckle down.
Stepping in now, Andrew Velasquez, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's got one hit in 4 at-bats. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
After that off-balance swing right there, you find yourself down 0-2 and wishing you were back on deck with the donut on your bat, visualizing hitting a home run.
0-2 count, and the pitch. And he gets him to go after 1-0-2 as this is popped in the air. So with the save situation on tap, they'll hand the ball over to a formidable force indeed. The very hard-throwing left-hander Aroldis Chapman. Bottom of the 12th inning now, and standing in is the rookie third baseman, Tyler Callahan, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. And now in the box, Brett Phillips. A hat trick already to his credit in this one, so he's looking to avoid the dreaded golden sombrero here. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
At the plate, Alex Avila. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
Tampa down to their final strike in this one. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Man, that was definitely a hard-earned victory, but that's what's going to make it even more satisfying. They take it in 12 innings on the road, and it's all smiles now.
4-2 the final score today. Albert Abreu claims the win out of the pen, his first. Aroldis Chapman hammers down the save, his 13th of the year. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Yankees, 4 runs on 11 hits. 1 error, they left 4 men on base. For the Rays, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors, they left 6 men on base.